accomplishment. And I think at the time, he was the third to ever do it. And we all know that we all believe here in Detroit that he is the best running back of all time. At least I do. In terms of his elusive ability, he obviously retired soon or early, like Calvin did. So in terms of total yards and all that stuff and accomplishments.
Because to me, it's all about the playoff win. It's team. It's the
when it comes
to the list that was about a team accomplishment.
I think Barry would be the one exception to that rule because he was so. What's that? Because he was the team. Exactly. He was so dominant by himself. Now, I'm not going to discount some of the offensive linemen he had. Love Lomas, and we talked about this earlier. I think Lomas deserves to be in the Hall, but it's.
See, my thing is for the joy that I got as a fan over the playoff win supersedes all these things by miles.
Plus, on the Barry thing, as great as that was, that day was not joyful because of the Reggie Brown incident.
Right. Yeah, it overshadowed. Well, always.
Positive line thing has to be overshadowed.
Yes.
Ugly in 91.
I know, exactly.
So, real quick, me and my boss yesterday when we decided, pulled the 4 from the votes of the fans that were nominated. And so we were talking, of course, the negative moments, the underrated ones. Like if you were to put on a mural, like what about Yancey Big Pen dropping the ball?
Yeah, but I wouldn't even put that in there because that's not lying, self-inflicted.
I know, but underrated Lions things.
Yeah.
They're just a picture of like the wind, like a meteorologist uses in his forecast.
Well,
or the Calvins complete the process of the catch. You can have him getting up with the ball still in his hand, but on the ground.
Marcus Pollard.
Or the official, by the way, under the goal post, putting up his hand signify Paul Edinger's field goal was good.
Yeah.
that would be underrated. By the way, Gov,
his helmet off.
Gov, I was thinking you last week about your love for Marcus Pollard. Because Michigan signed a kid. It's his son.
Yeah.
A kid from Tennessee.
The ghost of Marcus. John, just so you know, you remember the Marcus Pollard play, right?
Oh yeah.
And so guess who happened to be at the game?
You.
Me. Guess who took a photo of the scoreboard when they were ahead? I had some fun behind the scenes. I sent Bill Keenis, the former Lions PR person, that picture. And that was back when you were still using the disposables.
Oh, yes.
So I printed it out and scanned it and emailed it to him. He just loved it. I don't know if he kept it for the museum or whatever the heck he's doing now.
Yeah, he's the historian now. Yeah.
So you can vote right now, Stoney and Jansen with Heather on our Twitter page for the 4 Lion moments. Pick your favorite.
By the way, one thing I do want to observe. So, Jansen, you're 2 for 2 on voting for things that happened in 1997.
Yes, I am. It was a good year.
What do we got tomorrow?
the Pistons in 97. If we're doing the Pistons.
Grant Hill, triple-double.
Yes.
So much better than Vinny's shot. I mean, come on.
The Tigers in 97. Nate Cornejo, I have no idea. Up top of my head.
Matt Anderson through the octopus.
Yeah. By the way, speaking of the Tigers, nice win last night, 14-0.
Yes.
There must have been something in the water. 5 teams had double-digit runs last night. But Badu with the home run, 4 RBIs. Miggy with 5 RBIs. He's now at 29-31 on total hits, 38th all-time. 1,780 RBIs, tying Big Papi for 22nd. And as the season goes on, there's going to be more and more. Miggy's just going to move up, and it was cool to see him getting 2 hits, driving 5 runs. Casey Mize, 4 innings, 1 hit ball, 2 strikeouts, and Mize said he avoided AJ at the 4th inning because he didn't want to see him take out, but he kind of knew. Now, it's interesting. I bet you AJ was happy that he gave up a hit in the 4th inning.
Yes, because if it was a no-hitter going,
he might have left him in, or at least for another inning, and then see what happens.
Yeah, the discipline of taking him out is tremendous.
The big story at Comerica Park, though, had nothing to do with the Tigers. I'll tell you what that was before we have have Heather's news coming up next. Heather.
Well, I'm really curious as to that too, seeing that I was there last night and I
Must have been the big news.
I must have missed it, or it was me. I don't know. Wow. Well, you guys, several Michigan cities made the list of the most educated cities in the country, which is awesome. And one of them came in ranked number 1. I'll tell you which city that is next.
All right, Capital Mortgage Funding. There's no teasing when it comes to Capital Mortgage Funding. You know they've been around for decades, and you know they're the best mortgage bankers around. Why? The customer service. Harry Glanz, Dan Burke, and the rest of their staff gives you. They're part of the community. They are consistent. They're not people that are working for different places every decade. You see them on television trying to figure out, wait a second, I thought he worked there. I thought she worked there. No. Capital Mortgage Funding. They're not headset phone dorks. They do everything for you. Even if you don't hook up with them on a mortgage, they'll answer all your questions. They treat you right. They don't care about star reviews. They just care about making you happy. Call them today, 1-800-LOW-RATE. Rates are still very low. They're not going to be this low forever. So now's the time to get that mortgage approved. 1-800-LOW-RATE. Refi if you want. I've been doing it. 4 times I've refied, saved a lot of money. Call them today, 1-800-LOW-RATE. Capital Mortgage Funding, the best mortgage banker.
Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, this report brought to you by Penske Logistics. It's accident-free on the drive this morning, but traffic is starting to slow down as you head into the work zone on 275 northbound from South Huron Road to Eureka Road. Earn a $1,500 bonus when you hire in full-time with Penske Logistics. Daily open houses from 1 to 3 p.m. at the Romulus and Chesterfield warehouse. Great full and part-time opportunities for individuals who want to excel. Visit or search Penske.jobs. Penske is an equal opportunity employer. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
For 3.5 decades, Applied Imaging has provided office technology solutions that help business people operate better. Listen to Applied Imaging customers discuss their Applied Imaging relationship. Mike Rivard of Village Press Demand Creations.
Today's business world is changing so fast. These guys, they speak our language, and we really love that. I mean, they move the business forward, and that's what you need.
Melissa Howard from the Lucas Howard Group.
They understand the importance of our business running and functioning, which is a big factor for us, and one of the reasons why we use Applied Imaging and have stayed with them throughout the years.
Jeffrey John of Catholic Charities, West Michigan.
I'm totally satisfied with Applied Imaging, and working with Applied, it's just, to me, it's a no-brainer to stay with somebody that is tried and true and that knows our company.
Put Applied Imaging on your team today and get better results. Applied Imaging, your single source provider for all your office technology services. Applied Imaging, now offering telephony and carrier services.
Wonder what your car is worth? Get an instant trade value just by texting We Say Yes to 734-201-1114. Taylor Chevrolet pays up to 120% of Kelley Blue Book value. Even if you leased your vehicle, your trade value is probably higher than you think. That makes now a great time to get out of your lease early and into a new or certified pre-owned vehicle from Taylor Chevrolet. Chevrolet, find new roads. Apply for financing at helpgetalone.com. Good or bad credit, all applications are welcome. Taylor Chevrolet says yes. We say yes.
Radio, we'll be en route to Kroger to fight hunger.
This is Rachel Hurst, Corporate Affairs Manager with Kroger, Michigan. So excited to announce a special partnership with Kroger and local first responders for the Kroger Zero Hunger Emergency Food Drive. Right, Chief?
We will have over 50 law enforcement agencies collecting non-perishable food donations for families in need at select Kroger stores.
When school is out, many children go hungry. Help us fill a patrol vehicle with food donations to feed hungry children across the state.
Please donate on July 31st and August 7th. Visit 971theticket.com/feedbish for a list of participating Kroger stores.
Help the Tigers go to bat against breast cancer for Pink Out the Park on Wednesday, July 21st. As the Tigers take on the Rangers, get the special ticket package that includes a Pink Out the Park t-shirt and a donation to support breast cancer research at Carmanos. For tickets and more, visit tigers.com.
Sadness and misery, I don't feel either of these. I'm in a good mood.
Okay.
Hey man, what's wrong?
Well, it just didn't sound very bluesy.
He's probably happy because he found out Honey Nut Cheerios can help lower cholesterol as part of a heart-healthy diet.
Oh, hey Buzz.
Okay, well, let's try it again.
Smile on my face.
Nope, that's still happy.
Have a change of heart with Honey Nut Cheerios. Learn more about Honey Nut Cheerios by picking up a box at your local store.
Odyssey's coverage of the pro basketball playoffs
brought to you by Shell V-Power Nitro Plus Premium Gasoline. Stay in the know as we keep you updated on all the games, breaking down the action from the court, and bringing you all the biggest storylines from now until the trophy's awarded. It's the postseason coverage you crave on your favorite Odyssey sports station and streaming everywhere on the Odyssey app. Brought to you by Shell. Make the most of the stop you need to make with Shell. For the ones who know that a little late is always too late, and that the clock doesn't stop just because you're missing a part, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry. And our Keep Stock inventory management solutions help ensure you have the right stuff in the right place at exactly the right time. Visit Grainger.com/keepstock to learn more. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
How do you keep a workout fresh every day?
Clap it up, Peloton. Let's do this.
By getting everything from endurance rides to restorative yoga, all right at home. The Peloton Bike. Nothing like working out from home. Visit onepeloton.com to learn more.
Do you have an opinion? Of course you do. Call the D Las Vegas 97.1 The Ticket Studio line at 248-539-9797. The D Las Vegas, the home of Detroit sports in Vegas.
Make better bets, bet smarter, and beat the books today. Download the BetQL app today to better your chances.
Tigers beat the Rangers 14-0 last night. By the way, the Lions had only beaten one team by that much. These 14 points.
Two touchdowns?
The last 2 years. One, went over Jacksonville last year.
They were up by that much, a lot.
I know.
But ended up losing all of those games.
Yes, indeed. The big story at Comerica Park, though, was there was a Cade Cunningham sighting at Comerica Park. There are some pictures I saw on social media, and then he posted something on his Instagram. Said Cade Cunningham, Detroit, Michigan, and you saw Comerica Park. And during the broadcast, they didn't show him. They showed some of the social media pictures, but they showed one of the suites was Troy Weaver, Dwayne Casey, and so if he's going to Tiger games, you got to think, unless something completely crazy happens.
He left with the Old English D, a hat.
Yeah, well, hopefully, yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. Hopefully he got that out. Hopefully the fans were nice to him. It looked like
I'm sure
he was taking some pictures with fans. People were like psyched and things like that. So that's really cool.
I did not see him.
I know. That's a shame.
Although I don't even know if I would recognize him if I did see him.
Probably wouldn't.
I'd have to Google what he looks like.
Yes. Cade Cunningham.
Maybe you did.
And then maybe I did.
Check out his Instagram account. Yeah,
Maybe he did that Meyer hat shuffling. She didn't know.
I know, he might have been one of my contestants, and I had no idea.
That's
We're
true.
here with Cade, and you have to guess.
Yes, Cade from Oklahoma.
Yeah, exactly.
If they do indeed draft him on the 29th, I would assume the next home game he'll be thrown out the first pitch.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. All right, Heather, what's going on?
Well, this is some great news. Vaccinated Americans will officially be allowed to enter Canada for non-essential travel on August 9th. And I think, John, this is just in time for your, don't you have some time off?
I do.
Mid-August?
I do, but it's so, this is breaking my heart.
Oh, no, why?
Because it's so close to when my wife is due that I don't know if I should go overseas, let's just say.
Yeah.
Across the pond.
You might not want to, because most likely she would go into labor the second you get there.
Yes, the second I launch and I've got the first of many walleye on the line, I'll get a call and...
Emergency. Yeah.
Walleye, then you can name the kid Wally.
Wally, yes. Trust me, it has
go.
been, it's been offered.
Now, according to this plan that was presented on Monday by the Canadian government, tourists will need to provide border officials with proof of their vaccination and a negative COVID test completed before arrival. They will then be exempt from a 14-day quarantine and 2 post-arrival coronavirus tests. And these rules will apply to travelers from other countries starting on September 7th. So they're really starting to open things back up, which is huge, you guys, because Canada's borders have been closed since March of 2020.
Yes.
For a very, very, very long time. It does say, I was reading some more about this new opening. Some travelers will be selected at random for a mandatory on-arrival test. So expect that for a little while. They might not last all that long. Unvaccinated children under the age of 12 will no longer be obligated to quarantine, so that is changing as well. They're just going to need to follow the enhanced social distancing rules. So,
well, Tiger
great
fans,
news.
good news. The weekend of Saturday, August 21st, the Tigers will be playing in Toronto.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That is all. I mean, isn't it funny the things I'm excited about? Like, I'm excited that they're headed to Toronto.
Yes. No, it's just, again, it's just
exciting.
a signal that things, continue to open up. And I know we got news on both sides, but hey, at least we keep moving forward.
Yes. All right, this is pretty cool. Michigan City has been named the most educated in the country. You guys want to guess what it is? I think you might be able to.
It's either Ann Arbor or...
He says his hometown. Yes, the moat.
I'm West Bloomfield. I'm not
West
Bloomfield.
yes.
There's a lot of difference.
Well, I thought it ain't East Lansing, am I right, Jansen?
Yeah, no, we know it's not Lansing.
Well, it is Ann Arbor. You nailed it, Stoney. So, analysts over at Wallet Hub, they found that Ann Arbor, the metro area, has the highest share of bachelor degree holders, ages 25 and older, at over 55%. So that came in at number one. Following that list, after that was San Jose, California, Washington, D.C., San Francisco, and Madison, Wisconsin. But there are other Michigan cities that made this list as well. The East Lansing area was ranked 29th, so not too shabby. Grand Rapids, Kentwood area was ranked 70th, and Detroit, Warren, Dearborn area came in 78th.
Cool.
Yeah, that's
very cool.
It's very cool to hear that.
Yeah.
Especially that we've got a city that's number one in the entire country. Like, that's pretty darn cool.
It is cool.
Yes.
Very cool.
This year's Detroit Lions Family Fest will take place on August 7th at Ford Field. It's right around the corner. This event is free and it's open to the public, but fans must register for a ticket first. If you want to go, you need to go to DetroitLions.com/FamilyFest. Gates will open at 10 a.m. And there's some cool things going on there. You'll have a chance to, see some past players. The cheerleaders will be there. There's going to be Rory, of course. You got to see the mascot. Some live music, face painting, and a lot more. Plus, they also say there's going to be a zip line in Pride Plaza and on Brush Street. There will be a zip line and a whole bunch of tailgate activities.
See, they need to put the zip line right over practice.
That'd be
So
sweet.
you can just zip right over practice. I mean, the players would love it.
Yeah.
It'd be entertaining during practice. You'd get the all 22 view. Be
As
amazing.
long as no one's barfing.
Oh, yes. Well, there'll be some barfing on the field, so
You
why not?
mentioned the dunk tank. I could see Dan Campbell say, wait a second, I'm getting out of practice for a little bit. He'll be in the
Oh, dunk tank.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
That'd be sweet too. I mean, it just sounds like a fun time. It's nice to see that there are welcoming fans back.
Yes.
The first 15,000 fans will also receive a poster. So put that on your calendar. Something to do with the whole family. You guys, there is a new Corvette that's coming to the market in 2023. So Chevy just confirmed the news. They revealed that the all-new 2023 Corvette Z06 is coming this fall. But details about this are pretty thin. We don't know a whole lot about it yet, and there is a possibility, John, you will absolutely hate it because it could be all electric.
Well, Corvette isn't, they're beautiful vehicles.
It's not your vehicle of choice, but
it's a little bit tight on the inside.
I believe that, but you'll hate this even more because
It's gonna be electric,
It is all
yeah.
electric. They have not confirmed it, but there's some rumors swirling around. So they actually